Fashion before was probably just a phase. As I grow through it, I definitely have found that this is the person I am, how I dress, how I present myself. This is my passion. This is what I'm growing into. I know the look I'm going for now, or what I'm capable of doing, and I only want to get bigger. I'm MJ Whalen, and I'm a couture fashion designer. I'd say in high school, I started designing my own jeans and just kind of like embellishing different things. I kind of got a good feedback. I work at a consignment store called Mariposa on 19, and she gave me the opportunity to be able to put my designs in the store. It definitely goes for a certain crowd, and I definitely did sell some, but it was a different type of look, for sure. Love La Bella Bean. It's my little coffee shop in Bridgeville. I'm obsessed with coffee, obsessed. Being very good friends with the coffee owners is perfect, you know, and it's very close. It's like 2 seconds from my house. And I'm probably there a lot more than they want me to be anyways, so. I mean, I get my coffee at La Bella, I go down to Antique, and I'm ready to go. I like going into a place and having to look for a good find or like something like that, and Antique is definitely the place that I found for that, for sure. Anything that I want is kind of like, in a weird way, they always have something that I need, so I never start a show without them or the dollar store. There's not one time I walk in there and I don't find something that I can't use. Vogue is definitely a key ingredient to all of my designs, everything, as well as Antique. Front to cover, that magazine comes in, I'm like good for the day. I mean, that is what I do. The commercial shoot, yes. I'm really glad that I got dressed and ready for the event because I wasn't sure that I was going to be in it. That's going to be interesting. It is definitely going to be, it was fun though. It was fun, it was a different thing for me to do, and it was just a step in the right direction, always getting my face out there. Jennifer Noah, who I've been working with, the event planner, she is always searching, going through different girls that she knows.
I think of a show months before it even happens. So I'm working on a show before anyone even has any idea that it's even going to happen. By the time I come to MJ, the designer, I already know like exactly what needs to happen. By the time I go to the dancers and the models at the very, very end, it's already replayed in my head so many times, it's gonna be perfect.
It's really girls who we know who don't mind crazy, don't mind things being draped on them, It's definitely not your typical runway show, for sure. I mean, you're gonna have something on your face, you're gonna have something on your back, something somewhere. So whenever I do get a good group of girls, I stick with them. And I know I get a vibe, we work together. They can't wait, they're like my biggest fans. They can't wait to see what they have to wear or anything like that. Like that just makes me keep going with what I'm doing because they're very supportive. They're very like, we'll wear anything, what do you mean? And I keep the girls that are good with me.
I think that she is doing something that's a little bit more creative than what everybody else is doing. She's stepping outside of the norm.
I think she's great. Anybody that breaks the box is okay with me.
I have never seen anyone put so much creativity into their designs.
Anything's different is good, especially in Pittsburgh.
I think it's awesome that MJ is making a name for herself.
I think that they like me as a person, and I love them as a person as well, and also as my model, who is just always with me, my biggest fans. Oh, Casey again. I cannot say enough good things about that girl. I go to her with anything. I tell her ideas, she elaborates. I mean, we talk about clicking. Me and her have been friends since 10 years old, though.
I've known MJ forever. Even just I mean, she's just always really into fashion. And even the pieces individually have just grown so much. You can really see like her style throughout it, but you can also see like how she's sort of like changing and like how outside things are beginning to like influence her.
And she's my assistant for every show that I have. I hope one day I can hire her because I cannot lose that girl.
Like, you will literally never meet anyone like MJ.
I went to Mercyhurst College for about 2 months, but I was also in the fashion merchandising program because that's what I thought I wanted to do. Once again, like, I was only designing jeans, so I didn't know what I was going to do yet. But I knew that I wanted to be in that type of a field, so that's where I went. My first class that I had was very interesting because as soon, the teacher brings everybody in and says, why do you want to be here? And everybody is explaining, well, I love fashion. What do you mean? No, this is really what I want to do. They have no idea. None of them have any idea what they want to be doing right now, and you're telling me that you want to be in fashion because you love it. So, but I was in the same boat. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was still sitting there like, is this what I want to do? And in the 4th year, they would send you to New York. So that's really why I did the program. But the main lady came in and she said to everybody in the class, now class, I want everybody to know that none of you will be a designer coming out of this class. I was like, what? I'm like, wait a second. I think that's exactly what I want to be. The fact that you just told me that I couldn't, that's what I want to do. I came home because of my daughter. She's 4.5 now. I came home, to raise her and to be around my family, help me as a single mom. It was hard. I mean, it's not an easy transition by any means. Single mom, are you kidding? Plus doing, designing, insane. It's insanity. She's funny. She's with me 24/7. Everywhere I go, she's with me, getting things at the Home Depot, Sarasniks, Accentique. She's like, are we seriously going there again?
Yeah, what is that? One of those, a headpiece, of hair.
Whether she's playing Barbies and I'm sewing next to her, trying to get last minute things ready, she's always there. She's always there.
Kitty, is that a real kitty?
Oh my gosh, a cat with the guitar. My mother helps me with everything. She helps me when I need a show. She helps me when I have a show. Ella, stays with her. They're always there for me. I don't know what they would do without that girl.
I like this.
Why? Why do you like those?
They're pretty.
It's not just me in this. It's never me in any of this. It's both of us. And that's how it's going to be. I mean, she is my main motivation for all of this, to give her a good life and make sure that she's set.
Do you have makeup on?
Yes. I have makeup.
We're going through a little thing right now where she wants to put on whatever she wants. She wants to pick out her own clothes, whether it's a purple striped pants and black and green shirt, whatever it is. She wants to wear it. And I'm having a little bit of a panic attack about it, but you know what? Honestly, it is. She is her own person, and nobody will stop that. And I for sure do not want to stop that.
We had to walk out and dance, see what we were wearing, what was on the dress.
Oh my gosh. I remember we met at Jay's, me and Jen Noah, and she wanted me to do this event. And I had only been doing events at the Rhythm House, nothing big yet, nothing in Pittsburgh. And she met me and wanted me to do this. So we met. She asked me to do 40 looks, 40, and I almost passed out. I went home and I'm like, I know I have to do this, but 40? I didn't even sleep that night. I didn't even sleep. I'm like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do it? Models plus changes, I mean, insanity. But I knew that that was like my next step, my biggest step. That was the hardest, but it was also the first, you know, of how many that I've had in Pittsburgh that just helps me grow and really is just so funny to even look back on and say like, oh my gosh, yeah, I did put tree branches on the back of that girl and almost knock all their lights over, and oh, it was insane, but it was a good, open, final, like, this is me, this is it. I love doing shoots with Jordan. Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot better. And then maybe like even one like leaning down.
MJ's cool working with because she'll take like random antiques or whatever and make stuff out of it, whereas everybody else will like buy something and paint it or like just cut it up.
I knew no matter what that was the look that I was going for. So that's why I brought Jordan in. Me and him click very well. He knows exactly what I mean. I don't have to say it, we just click. And he knew that it was awesome too.
I liked it because I've never really done anything like that before. I really feel like, I don't know who Gaga's designer is, but she's right there with her. I think in like 2 years she'll be making the same kind of stuff.
What a fashion show is. I mean, no one gets to see behind the scenes, and it is behind the scenes. It is fun. Yes.
And you'll be in World Magazine?
Yes. It's thrilling. Okay, take it off so that I can cut the scoop of the neck. Yeah, Quinn, it's almost done. I think we should give that to her. Of what size it was gonna be, so I can fix it. It's that when that first model walks out after something broke on her outfit that you just fixed. It's like, wow, you know, that you made it work in 2 seconds. There was a guy that came in the back after and was like, perfection, perfection. And he just made me feel so good about it after, like to come back and really like love it, like be on front row and just really love the entire show. Was really nice to have. He said a quote in the article like I'm not afraid of anything. And it's so true. I'll do anything.